We are back and we got some hot news fresh off the press. It seems like StoreDots is developing a technology and they are obtaining patents for a new extreme fast charger that allows you to charge your vehicle in 4 to 5 minutes. This is crazy. Those of you who don't know, I am Dave, a 10-year intellectual property attorney dealing with everything from trademarks, copyrights, trade secrets, as well as patents. And this is why I love this country, because you can pretty much go from relatively unknown or unsuccessful, think of a good product, keep working on it, and the next thing you know, you're on the big stage. We're going to go through this article here, but for those of you who kind of really don't understand, I have some equity in an electric charging company, let's just say. It's really kind of 3 types of chargers. You have essentially what they call it, the level 1 charger, which is pretty much similar to what you plug in an electric vehicle in your wall outlet. It's going to take you an extremely long time, days, to charge your vehicle. You have the level 2 chargers, which really is the most common type of charger. You'll get a charge, say overnight, 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours. You'll get essentially an 80% charge. Then you have what is called a DCFC, or a fast charger, and that's all those Tesla chargers you see in that gas stations, or not gas stations, but grocery stores, or whatever the case may be, outside of malls. Those are DCFC, or fast chargers, and you'll get essentially an 80%, up to an 80% charge in about 20 minutes. But it seems like StoreDots is just they're filing patents, they're obtaining patents on this new, what they're calling XFC, which is an extremely fast charger that allows you to get up to 80% charge on your electric vehicle in about 4 to 5 minutes, which is the same time it takes you to fill up your gasoline powered vehicle. So when you're talking about range anxiety and some of the other things that a lot of people who don't like electric vehicles, is really solving a big problem. So let's kind of go to the article here. As I'm doing this, please hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm, as well as hit that subscribe button to be a part of the IP community here. So StoreDots, like I said, I've never heard of them. Typically you hear about the Teslas and some other kind of electric vehicle charge companies. Has an XFC, which is an extremely fast charger. Shield establishes unassailable patent dominance in silicone dominant anode fast charging for EVs. Let's kind of go through the article here really quickly. And this is fresh off the press. About a week ago, July 7th, this came out. So StoreDot is the world leader in extreme fast charger battery technology for electric vehicles. Today announced a profound strengthening of its IP portfolio with the grant of 1 patent. So this one actually got allowed or granted a notice of allowances for 2 key patent applications in the U.S., signaling their impending issuance. So it seems like they have granted 1 patent application, essentially was issued, and 2 others received the notice of allowance, which means when you have a patent that receives a notice of allowance, all you have to do is pay the issue fee, and then it will issue just like the other one that they have. So they have 1 that's actually issued, 2 of them that the USPTO says, hey, you are able to get a patent on this, just pay us the money and we will issue your patent. So I say these patents and soon to be issued patents are now foundational components of StoreDot's XFE Shield framework. Seems like they got a trademark pending maybe on XFC Shield, which is signaled by the TM in the upper right-hand corner there. They solidify StoreDot's unassailable position in the use of silicone as a primary active anode material for fast charging applications, fundamentally impacting any company seeking to develop or deploy silicone dominant anode technology for rapid EV charging. So again, this is the whole importance of patents. I know you'll run off into a lot of people that telling you, hey, patents are not worth it because they cost too much. You won't be able to kind of protect it. That's just flat out wrong. And as what StoreDot is pretty much saying is, hey, anybody who wants to use this, what do they call it? This active anode material to, essentially kind of develop the anode technology for electric vehicle charging or fast charging, they have to come through us, meaning that it seems like they have a pretty broad patent. I'm not going to pull it up, and really chemistry is not kind of my practice field, and it seems like when you're talking about active anode material, it seems like more so on the chemistry side of things. But if somebody wants to use this technology as a primary means for expedited or XFE, extreme fast charging, they have to come through StoreDot. So again, that's the whole benefit, especially if you can kind of go into a space that's relatively or kind of really undeveloped or foundational technology that's kind of helping you with a particular thing. In this case, charging of electric vehicles, you can really kind of stake your dominance such that everybody who's trying to come in after you has to really kind of go through you to be able to use this technology to solve the problem, which again, in this case, is charging electric vehicles. So it seems like they're giving a patent number for the issued patent, which is 324, and then these are the other 2 applications that have been allowed but not yet issued. Let's see if I can kind of blow this up here. So it says specifically this patent along with allowed applications represent critical innovations and advancements in overcoming the inherent challenges of silicone-based anodes such as swelling and cycle life degradation, which is crucial for achieving extreme fast charging and lithium batteries. So it seems like they're saying, hey, you can really charge the vehicle quickly already, but in doing so, you're going to degrade that life of the vehicle through swelling and other things that's going to essentially cause the life of the vehicle to go down rapidly. So it seems like their technology is saying, hey, you can charge the vehicle within 4 to 5 minutes while still not degrading or compromising the life cycle of the vehicle. I think currently the life cycles of batteries of electric vehicles are around 10 years. And it seems like they're saying typically, yeah, you can charge this vehicle up in 4 to 5 minutes, but you're probably going to compromise that life cycle from 10 years to say 2 or 3 years or 4 years. However, our technology is such that you can get a fast charge in 4 to 5 minutes without compromising the life cycle. So that's essentially what that statement is saying, which again, that's huge. It says these IP assets provide StoreDot with unparalleled moat protection. Again, you got to build that moat. I always say that on my interviews. You have to build that moat in a blocking position against any entity attempting to utilize silicone or silicone carbon composite as a primary active material in EV battery anodes to enable extremely fast charging. So it seems like their solution or their technology is using the silicone or silicone carbon composite as a primary active material in EV battery essentially charging. This pivotal development underscores StoreDot's commitment to leading the charge in extreme fast charging battery technology and reinforces its already a formidable patent portfolio. So it seems like they got a number of different patents in their portfolio. The company's innovative approach enables EV batteries to gain hundreds of miles of range in minutes, effectively eliminated the range and charging anxiety, which I said before. A lot of gripe that you hear about this electric vehicle and the charging is that, hey, I don't want to have to pull over to a charger and wait 20 minutes to get a 80% charge. But again, in their technology, they're saying, hey, you can 4 or 5 minutes, which is the same time to you to fill up your gasoline powered vehicle. You can get a full charge in essentially that same timeline. And the other thing that I did see that it was interesting is that, hey, it gains hundreds of miles. So typically, probably an average electric vehicle is going to get around 300 miles per charge. And they're trying to develop technology to get more, such as 4 to 500. I actually did this review last week on Sunday, where it's a Chinese company. Hey, whether or not you want to believe the Chinese, that's a whole different thing. But Hawaii, I think, is a Chinese company, was claiming that they have some technology to get 1,800 miles per charge. Which, hey, like if you believe that, then I got a bridge to sell you in Vegas, or bridge to sell you in Vegas. But it seems like they're essentially saying that, hey, we can get in 4 to 5 minutes, you can get hundreds of miles. Which again, that's all kind of you really want in that case, is to be able to get a couple hundred miles of range when you charge for 45 minutes. Like I said, that's game changer. StoreDot invites industry players to acknowledge the breadth and depth of these patents and robust protection offered by Extreme Fast Charging Shield. We encourage any company developing or deploying silicone-dominant fast charging battery technology to engage with StoreDot regarding licensing opportunities. So again, another benefit of having patents is that you can license the technology out in exchange for some type of royalty or payment. So they're saying, hey, if you're going to use this silicone-dominant fast charging technique that we have the patent on, then you have to come through us for licensing opportunities. And to the extent that you don't, then you may get sued. So that's pretty much what that statement means. So people, be aware of that. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. This is huge if this is a true thing where you can, again, pull up to a charge station, 4 to 5 minutes, get a couple hundred miles of range. Again, Tesla may be on the lookout with this, or maybe Tesla's the ones who is licensing this technology from StoreDot. In any event, this underscores the importance of patents. Again, like I said before, a lot of people will try to kind of talk downward or negatively on owning patents, being able to force it. It's just not true. And the more patents that you can have to build your moat around a particular area, the more money that you're going to make, the bigger exit that you could potentially have if you do decide to sell the company or sell the patent portfolio. And again, all is well in that case. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section to this. This is definitely a game changer. Please hit that like button for the YouTube algorithm, as well as hit that subscribe button to be a part of the IP community. And I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.